The Guardians of the Globe are one of the worst superhero team in the world.
Oh, for the love of God! The Guardians are the best superheroes in the world!
The Guardians are always remembered for losing and getting wiped out. Still, that doesn't mean every member was bad. Some of them were actually great heroes with real potential, so I think it's time we fix their reputation a bit. Now, the list is based off of how good of a hero they would be, and not solely off of strength. And also, I won't be counting Omni-Man and Invincible since they never officially joined the team. Without further ado, let's dive right in.
Okay, let's go.
Starting off with Aquarus. Aquarus possesses the ability to manipulate and generate water, which he's shown using in battles against the Lizard League and even Omni-Man. His powers are impressive, but he's more of a support than a frontline fighter. His water jets can hold Omni-Man back for a bit, but on his own, he's not much of a threat. When judging him as a hero, though, you've got to consider more than combat. His water control could be incredibly useful in disaster situations. He also doesn't quite have the mindset of a true hero. When called to HQ, he's eager for battle instead of worrying about the lives at stake, showing his priorities aren't always right. Overall, Aquarus goes to C tier. Bulletproof. Honestly, I think Bulletproof suffers from limited screen time. We know he's strong, or strong enough to go toe-to-toe with a Mark variant, and his ability to absorb kinetic energy makes him a serious powerhouse. Still, there's not enough evidence to tell if he prioritizes saving lives over defeating villains. He's got potential though, and with more development, he could rise higher. For now, Bulletproof sits in B tier. Green Ghost. Most of you might not have noticed, but there are actually 2 green ghosts, and this one's the original. Compared to his counterparts, his phase shifting ability is interesting, but against stronger opponents, he wouldn't add much value. So I'd place him in D tier since the team already has enough frontline fighters. Now, unlike her predecessor, the new Green Ghost focuses more on protecting civilians, which gives her an edge, but she also seems to have a fear of death. During the Omni-Man fight, she freezes after witnessing Darkwing's death, which cost her life too. That hesitation drops her down for me, so she also lands in D tier. Darkwing. Darkwing is just the low-budget version of Batman. He doesn't bring nearly as much to the table as his colleagues. He's just a regular human with high-tech gadgets. And while he's smart, that intelligence doesn't bridge the massive gap in power, especially since he thought sneaking up on Omni-Man was a good idea. His only real asset is his tech, and even then, he never finished his best projects, so he also goes to D tier. Next up, we have Red Rush, everyone's most infamous supporter. If Red Rush had just stayed in the back and focused on moving people out of danger, the Guardians might have actually beaten Omni-Man. That's just fact. He's not a frontliner, and jumping in head first was pretty stupid in that fight, so he definitely loses points there. But at the same time, you can't deny he's got the true mindset of a hero, always putting civilians first and helping teammates who can't keep up. He's fast, skilled, and has the heart to match. He might have made mistakes, but his heroism and raw ability still make him stand out. So overall, Red Rush lands in A tier. Martian Man, who's surprisingly not the only Martian to ever serve on the Guardians. Honestly, I like this guy. He actually pulled his weight in the Omni-Man fight, trying his best to restrain him, which shows real courage. Beyond combat, he's got a gentle heart, and Season 2 gives us more of that softer side. Plus, that moment where he stretches and extends himself while his small human friend marks it was just such a cute and surprisingly touching scene. I like Martian Man, but he goes to B tier. War Woman, basically the Wonder Woman of the Invincible universe. I really like that she fights with this massive blunt force mace. It just fits her perfectly. She also gives off way more leader vibes than anyone does. She's strong, composed, and feels like someone the rest of the team would actually rally behind. Now, she was also one of the few people who also dealt a good number of damage to Homelander. She's a great character overall, so she goes to B tier, The Immortal. Now, as a hero, this dude honestly sucks. He literally quit because he felt like he had given enough. Meanwhile, that's not how being a hero works. It's not about giving until you're tired. It's about the responsibility that comes with the power you have. Look at Conquest. He's a Viltrumite, and even though he's ancient, he's still out there fighting as part of the coalition of planets. Meanwhile, Immortal just dips when things get hard. So yeah, he's got strength, no doubt, but he's missing the heart, the mindset, and the consistency that make a real hero. For obvious reasons, he goes to C tier. Now moving on to the new generation of Guardians. First off, we have duplicate. The only time I actually cared about her character a little was in season 2, during that locker room scene with Rex after the whole shower incident. It looked like they were finally going to explore her character more deeply, but nope, it went nowhere. Then they brought in Multi-Paul in season 3, and honestly, I found him more interesting. At least he used his powers creatively. Kate, on the other hand, was just different. She hardly gets creative with her powers, and because of this, she goes to D tier. Rex. Now, obviously, Rex goes to S tier, and his character development was even a way better than that of the main character of the show. He was a well-written character, but honestly, I feel his death wasn't needed at all. He could have blasted off the head of the Mark variant who killed him, but that's another topic for another day. Monster Girl. Her powers are unique, and she actually has emotional depth. Her scenes with Rudy after he got his new body in seasons 2 and 3 were some of the best moments in the show, and her introduction during the tryouts where she punched Rex just automatically made me love her personality. She's one of the few Guardians who's genuinely interesting and easy to root for, so she goes to A tier. Shrinking Ray. At first I had zero attachment to her. She just kind of existed in the background for most of season 1 and half of season 2, but after Kate's death, the way she immediately snapped into action, taking out that one Lizard League guy and nearly dying trying to stop the bigger one, showed that she's someone who deeply values her teammates. That moment alone changed how I saw her. Then season 3 doubled down with her romance subplot and the emotional conflict about leaving the hero life behind. It gave her actual personality and growth. I went from not caring about her at all to genuinely respecting her as a hero. She's a solid character. She goes to B tier. Shapesmith. I absolutely love this dude. Yeah, he's made some big mistakes, one of which almost led to an alien invasion, but deep down, he's got a heart of gold. He's always smiling, always trying to do the right thing, and he owns up when he messes up. What makes him so entertaining is how clueless he can be about human stuff. It's that mix of awkwardness and sincerity that makes him so endearing, kind of like Martian Man. Honestly, he's one of my favorite characters in the show. He goes to B tier. Adam Eve goes to S tier for obvious reasons. I think she's still by far the most powerful character in the show. Robot. I've liked this guy from the start. He's just consistently great. There's something really entertaining about how he tries to adjust to being human after getting his new body. It's awkward, but in a funny, genuine way, and his tech, and gear fits him perfectly. Definitely S tier. Lastly, we have Black Samson. Now, there's not really much to say about him. He's not a great character. At the same time, he's not that bad. He's just okay. I think he deserves B tier. We've gotten to the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next.